This is London City Airport, the closest airport to central London, and probably one of the strangest in the UK. It's small, tightly packed, and surrounded by some of the most expensive property in the country. But it wasn't always like this. Back in the 1980s, this entire area was derelict dockland. In 1981, the old Royal Docks had closed, leaving a vast, empty stretch of industrial land in East London. Planners saw an opportunity, an airport right here in the city, catering to a whole new wave of business travellers flying in and out of London's growing financial district. The airport opened in 1987 with a single short runway and some pretty tough operating restrictions. Planes had to be quieter, smaller, and more interestingly, capable of handling a steep 5.5-degree approach angle, much more than standard. That's because of how close it is to Canary Wharf's tall buildings. If you've ever flown into London City, you know that its descent feels like a roller coaster. For decades, it served a very specific crowd, mostly business travellers flying to and from European financial centres like Zurich, Frankfurt, and Amsterdam. At its peak before the pandemic, London City handled around 5 million passengers a year. It's not huge, but incredibly concentrated and efficient. Then, in 2020, the pandemic hit. Business travel collapsed, and like many other airports, London City shut down entirely for a while. And when it did reopen, the world has changed. Remote working, Zoom meetings, and shifting priorities meant fewer suits or morning flights to Milan. Now things are different. The airport's traffic has rebounded somewhat, but with more leisure travellers than before. Sun-seekers heading to Ibiza or Malaga now share the space once dominated by briefcases and newspapers. And just recently, the government approved new permissions for the airport to expand its operations, more early morning flights and a busier schedule, and plans to serve up to 9 million passengers a year. Environmental groups have raised concerns, especially with net zero targets on the horizon, but the airport insists it will be focused on cleaner and quieter aircraft, and it's betting on the next generation of electric and hybrid planes to make expansion sustainable. London City Airport is undeniably a product of its time, built for an age of briefcases, business meetings, and rapid European connections. But rather than fade with the era it was designed for, it's adapting. With a growing focus on cleaner aviation, more flexible travel patterns, and efficient city centre access, it has the potential to become a blueprint for the future of short-haul urban air travel. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, and who knows, you might even enjoy these ones too.